It starts as a feeling, a prickle on your neck in a dark hallway. This isn't a new fear. It's ancient, an echo from a time when the setting of the sun signaled a fundamental shift in power. We are creatures of the day. Our eyes, our primary tool for navigating the world, are built for light. For our ancestors, darkness wasn't just an absence of illumination, it was an invitation for danger. Predators that hunted by sound and smell had the advantage. The night concealed cliffs, hostile tribes, unseen threats. This fear is a survival instinct, a genetic heirloom passed down from those who were cautious enough to see another sunrise. It's not a fear of nothing, but a deep, primal fear of everything you cannot see. But today, for most of us, the saber-toothed cat is gone. The fear, however, remains. It has morphed. Now it's less about the threat that is there and more about the threat that could be there. The dark is a blank canvas, and our imagination is the artist, painting its deepest anxieties onto the shadows. This is the fear of the unknown. And we help it along. From childhood, we fill the dark with monsters through stories and movies. The boogeyman doesn't live in the sun. And then there's the silence. At night, without the distractions of the day, our minds are free to ruminate, to chew on our worries and fears until they feel enormous. The darkness doesn't create these demons, it just gives them a perfect stage. So what's happening inside our skulls? Let's look at the brain's alarm system, a small almond-shaped region called the amygdala. Think of it as a hypersensitive smoke detector. Brain scans have shown something remarkable. Light actively suppresses the amygdala. It calms the alarm down. Light also strengthens the communication line to our ventromedial prefrontal cortex, the logical part of our brain that can assess a situation and say, "Relax, that's just a coat on a chair." When the lights go out, that connection weakens. The alarm from the amygdala gets louder, and the rational part of the brain has a harder time being heard. We're left with pure, unfiltered threat detection. This response exists on a spectrum. For many, it's a mild unease, but it can escalate into a debilitating phobia, nyctophobia, that disrupts sleep and daily life. It's one of the most common childhood fears, peaking around age 4. But remarkably, recent surveys show that about half of all adults still report being scared of the dark. This fear can be learned. An anxious parent can create an anxious child, or it can be stamped into us by a single frightening experience. But here's where the story gets brighter. For those truly debilitated by it, treatments like exposure therapy, which involves gradually confronting the dark in a safe way, are incredibly effective. The success rate is around 90%. We can, it turns out, teach our ancient brains new tricks. So the fear of the dark is a ghost. It's the whisper of our evolutionary past, amplified by our own psychology and hardwired into our brain circuitry. It's a humble reminder that no matter how bright our world gets, part of us will always remember what it felt like to be alone, listening for a threat in the shadows.